Greetings. How are you? Everything all right today? This morning, this evening, this afternoon? I hope all is well. Stay hydrated. This is coffee. See? Have some honey in there just to help clear, soothe the throat. Soothe the throat. I know. Use your words. It is July 14th. I hope all is well with you. There's more than just what I posted as what this is, of course, as always. Gotta remove these. Said remove these, not throw them on the floor. It is July. It is July 14th. Fremont Lee here. Views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the person saying it. Hi, how are you? The Cranberries. The Millennium Collection. It's the best of. This particular is copyrighted 2005. I don't listen to it often enough to know what the songs are by title alone. I pointed over here. They're over here. See, I keep no glasses. I'm like there, but with the glasses I can't read this for shit. Dreams Linger, two different songs. Zombie, Ode to My Family, Can't Be With You, Salvation, Free to Decide, When You're Gone, Animal Instinct, Promises, and Analyze. As I said, I do not know, I don't listen to it often enough to know anything about these songs. I probably should listen to them, but I don't. I listen to this more often. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, Greatest Hits. Taxman, Texas Flood, The House is Rockin'. The House is Rockin'. Pride and Joy, Tightrope, Little Wing, Crossfire, Change It, Cold Shot, Couldn't Stand the Weather, Life Without You. This particular is copyrighted 1995 because it is the greatest hits, and he had passed away. All the copyrights are actually before 1995. 83, 84, 85. You know, I didn't look to see when he did pass away. His music will live on. When Texas got flooded, I thought how ironic that Stevie Ray Vaughan had the song Texas Flood. And I'm wondering if any radio stations played that at the time. I don't think all of Texas got flooded. I think part of, it was, they ended up getting like rain, which was weird. I've seen a thing on Facebook advertising the Go-Go's. I have the Go-Go's. Return to the Valley of the Go-Go's. This is copyrighted 1994. 2 discs. I had a crush on Jane Weedland. I probably still do. I've mentioned that if you check out the video, our lips are sealed. I want to. Yeah, she's the one in the back of the car. She's been left alone in the car, the convertible, the green convertible, and she's the one singing, "Hush, my darling, don't you cry, darling angel." I can't sing for shit. And yes, the accent was there for amusement. She was also, I've also mentioned she played the Telegram girl in Clue. I am your singing telegram. And Joan of Arc in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I hope that anyone still living from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure makes an appearance in Bill and Ted Face the Music. They don't have to play the same character. But I'm just saying. Oh, the reason I bought this was because it was the Go-Go's. I had a whole story idea I wanted to do for vacation, get up and go. I wanted to somehow incorporate it into have the Go-Go's be the soundtrack for the movie. It was about a couple that they didn't want didn't want to divorce, but they just needed a vacation away from each other. And somehow they end up going to the same place. So, but yeah, they end up keep bumping into each other, which is like, how did this happen? I mean, because she's always talking about wanting to go to Paris or Italy or Rome or whatever. You know what I mean? She the Mediterranean. She wanted to go there. He's never said anything where he wanted to go. Because I figure maybe he travels a lot. Maybe she travels a lot. I don't know. But in their round of circles that they go, they never get to go to the places I've mentioned. Well, I don't know. They end up going to the same place. Ski resort. I don't know. I never actually thought the whole thing out. But it was like they were just supposed to go somewhere. They were going to go anywhere not to be with each other for like a week or two, according to the song. 2 weeks without you. Excuse me. But anyway, I never actually thought that all through. I mean, I had the idea, and I was like, oh yeah, that'd be kind of neat. This next one I'm a little saddened by. Not that I bought it. God no. It's Bob Seger. I Knew You When. It's just none of them popped with me. Like, seriously. 2017 copyright. Maybe I need to listen to it again in a few times. But, there was nothing like 9 Tonight, or I was going to say Carefree Highway, and that's not Bob Seger. That is someone else. Carefree. Blonde curly hair. I don't know. I can't remember. There's so much shit up here. But none of the songs really popped to me for some reason. The next, I got Flashback with the Grateful Dead. This particular copyright is 2011. Truckin'. I mean, there are other songs on here, but again, like with the other, none of them really popped with me. And maybe I need to listen to it a few times to get it. I don't know. The Beastie Boys, License to Ill, copyright 1986. I bought this within the last 2 years, 3 years, I think, because I wanted to listen to the Beastie Boys for whatever reason. It's like, so you figure I bought it in 2017, roughly. So about 3 years, roughly. It's just one of those. I didn't get into them to the group when they came out. I was in high school, so rhyming and stealing. She's crafty, girls. Girls. No sleep till Brooklyn. Hold it now, hit it, brass monkey, slow and low. It's there are things I've bought it for. The next one I never actually saw the movie, but it's the Peanuts movie soundtrack. Original motion picture soundtrack. Copyright 2015. Linus and Lucy is the reason I bought it. Most people think it's the Peanuts theme. It's Linus and Lucy. That's what that's called. But I never saw that movie. Devo, greatest hits. That's good. That's good. Peekaboo. They do a version of "I Can't Get No Satisfaction," which is kind of funny because you figure Britney Spears did a version of that, and I don't know who else has. I'm sure there are others. The Rolling Stones did. You're an idiot. Those are who you. I don't know what I'm talking about. Of course, the Rolling Stones did that. Whip It. I don't think they're talking about the can and Whip It. I have no idea. I don't know. I never actually. They also do Working in a Coal Mine and Jocko Homo. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it's the greatest hits. Did I say the copyright? (1979, 80, 84, 1990). So I'm thinking this copyright is 1990. Everyone knows him for Whip It. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. Jason Bourne, the Bourne Identity, rather, excuse me, soundtrack. Copyright when the movie came out, 2002. Looking for the dun, 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 which I thought was the Bourne Identity. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's on here. I've listened to it, but I don't know. Seriously. Billy Stewart, one more time. I got this because I wanted to hear other songs besides Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. I think that was Summertime. If you've seen Stuck on You, starring Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear as conjoined twins, they shared a liver, which I don't know how that works. But Greg Kinnear does in the little play they do at the end of the movie. They're supposed to be he and Meryl Streep are supposed to be playing Bonnie and Clyde, or not Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, those you're mistaking us for those? No, we're musicians. See? Oh, then perform a little song for us. Well, I don't really, So Greg Kinnear gets, no, go with it, and he ends up getting up, and he ends up doing Summertime, because with that whole sorry, starting to get myself a headache. But yeah, Summertime is the song he did, Billy Stewart. This is copyrighted 1988, which I'm fairly certain, really certain, like 100%. Billy Stewart, born March 24th, 1937, passed away January 17th, 1970. He was from Washington, D.C. He passed away in North Carolina. Okay, Summertime was recorded October 6th, 1965. If you can find the music video on YouTube, he's a pretty big guy. And he's dancing around. I think he does the splits at one point. And there's no CG. There's no photographic trickery in that. There are other songs on here, other than Summertime, which is why I bought it for Summertime. But I also wanted to hear other songs by Billy Stewart. Pardon me for a moment, please. Sorry, little runny nose there. I'm not sure if you can hear it. The dishwasher is running. The ultimate Elvis party album, according to them. Elvis, Bossa Nova Baby. Bossa Nova. Copyright 2014. Yes, it is packaged with previously recorded songs. But I wanted Bossa Nova Baby. It's a Vivo remix. A Little Less Conversation, the JXL Radio Edit remix, and Burnin' Love. Viva Mix Video Edit. I have no idea what that means. But Elvis Presley. It's good to listen to. I liked it. Jackson Browne, Running on Empty. I want to say that was, I don't know if that's the one they used in Forrest Gump, where Forrest is running and you see him running through down the one. It just rained and all the trees are yellow and kind of orange, and he's running, and I don't know if that was actually used in that scene. It was not used for the movie Running on Empty, I believe, starring, I want to say that was the ones with River Phoenix. I could be mistaken. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff up there. Trying to get it together, I have no idea. But yeah, Running on Empty was not the reason I bought this. It was for the loadout and Stay. The loadout is where, like, before you come for my piano. And then the last one, Stay. Won't you stay just a little bit longer? Oh, please, please. Booker T and the MGs. This particular copyright is 2017. It is the Stax Classics, STAX Classics. They're most popularly known for Green Onions, but Hip Hug Her, Jelly Bread, Time is Tight, Tic Tac Toe, not to be confused with the Tic Tac Toe, X's and O's. Might get a guess. Sorry. Bootleg, Mo Onions, Soul Dressing, Groovin', Melting Pot, Soul Limbo, One Mint Julep. I want to say they're all instrumentals. I'm not sure. I only listened to it for Mo Onions and Green Onions. The next is the copyright. Durr. 2017. I'm sure they were before that. The original motion picture soundtrack to Top Gun. Everybody knows Danger Zone. I got it for Mighty Wings by Cheap Trick. Summer Nights by Miami Sound Machine. I wanted to know about if Destination Unknown by Marietta is the same one as Destination Unknown by Destination Unknown. I think that was it. I couldn't remember. And You've Lost That Loving Feeling by the Righteous Brothers. I'm sure there was an easier way of finding that. Actually getting the Righteous Brothers greatest hits would have been. If you don't know that song, if you've ever seen the movie Top Gun, it's the one he performs to pick her up. You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. Grand Funk Railroad. 2011 and 2014, which I'm not sure why that's 2014. We're an American band. Some Kind of Wonderful, The Locomotion. Those are pretty much the reasons. There are other songs on here, but the titles don't sound familiar, so I'm not going to say anything. This is copyrighted. This shirt is copyrighted 1995. As the picture showed, not even 25 minutes yet. The picture showed the Midnight Special with Heart. I had a crush on the singer. Probably still do. I don't know. This is 1977. Burt Sugarman's The Midnight Special. Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. Another runner in the night. Heart. Sisters Ann. That's who it was. Ann. And Nancy, guitar. Scored with their first album, Dreamboat Annie. Fierce performers. These incendiary rockers come alive. They perform Crazy on You. And I want to say that's the one where Nancy's going on the guitar at the beginning. Crazy on You. I can't do it, but you know. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? What's going on? What's going on? Dave Mason, original member of Traffic, he wrote Feeling All Right. This veteran rocker could really play live, and he gives an extraordinary reading of this full ballad. The song was We Just Disagree. Sorry, I was going to do the Men in Black 3. Then we just agree to disagree, which I don't know if that's how he said it in the movie. Sanford and Townsend, Smoke from a Distance Fire. Thelma Houston, Don't Leave Me This Way. Bread, Make It With You. Andy Gibb, I Just Want to Be Your Everything. The Emotions, Best of My Love. Johnny Rivers, Slow Dancin'. Bonnie Raitt, Runaway. Just about the only woman playing bottleneck blues guitar in the 1970s. This daughter of Broadway star John Raitt reworks the Del Shannon classic beautifully. What a voice. That's what they said. If you get a chance to watch it, maybe you will agree. Leo Sayer, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. You make me feel like getting the fuck out of here. What? Hey, different people make you feel different things. I feel sick to my stomach. It's just honey on the bottom of my new coffee. Van Morrison, Domino, the great Irish R&B singer, has written his share of classics: Gloria, Moondance, Caravan, and this, a top 10 hit in 1970, an incredible rarity, and Morrison delivers. Lou Rawls, you will never find another love like mine. Hey, in some cases, hey, thank God, it's like, hopefully I'll get better, you know. And sometimes it's like, yeah, you're probably right. But I ain't going to stick around because I've had enough of your shit. Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr. You don't have to be a rock star to be in my show. Part of the phenomenal Fifth Dimension. They went solo, because there was two of them, in 76, and to the top of the charts with this #1 hit. Polished performances like this soon earned them a network TV show, which makes me wonder how nobody knew who Marilyn McCoo was. And then, of course, there's bonus comedy. Richard Pryor breaking out of the Cosby mold in the early 70s. Pryor found himself a whole new groove and became, for many, the funniest man in America. And then Gallagher. Long before he was smashing watermelons, this sly anarchist comic was killing audiences with his quick wit, outrageous wordplay, and nutty props. Early network appearance gives you a glimpse of the zaniness to come. Truly inventive. He's a prop comic. Not necessarily like Carrot Top, where he pulls shit out of his trunk and goes, "Oh, look, there's a photo for the hooker on the go." Pulls out a belt with that credit card machine thing on it. Then he pulls out the Braddock device to measure your feet. Braddock. I think it's Brannick. Brannick. Whatever it is, that thing that measures your feet at the store. And he brings that out. And he's like, or I think he brings two of them out. And he's like, look, now you'll never have to buy shoes, or you'll always have shoes to wear or something that'll fit. I don't know. It was Carrot Top in his humor, so that was funny. None of the people I mentioned, the groups or anything, as far as I know, have birthdays today in the top 100, being July 14th. Rosie Greer, football player or whatever. I must say he's an actor sometimes now. Jackie Earle Haley played Kelly Leak in The Bad News Bears in 76. He was the badass in that, riding the motorcycle. He was also on a television series called The Human Target, I believe. It was the rebooted Human Target, not the one with Rick Springfield, where he wears the face mask to imitate the people that he's being. Chi McBride, Mike Valley, I believe, played the Christopher Chance in that. Jane Lynch, Eric Laneville, Laneuville. He's directed some TV series. He was a doctor on, I can't remember if it was St. Elsewhere or something. I didn't look into it, but the picture of him on IMDb, he's wearing the doctor jacket. But he's been directing TV shows lately. Matthew Fox, Vincent Pastore, Lonnie Love, Nina Samisko, Stan Shaw, Missy Gold, Kyle Gass of Tenacious D, producer Joel Silver, producer Scott Rudin, Jerry Hauser, B.B. Buell, Conor McGregor, the fighter guy. Covey O'Brien. I cannot say her name. Pui. Pui Fan Lee. Fan middle name Lee last name. She played Poe on Teletubbies. She was also the Thai jail girl in Bridget Jones's Diary. I was looking for a picture of her, and I'm like, there was nothing. Jeff Jarrett, WCW wrestling guy. And this is out of the top 100 of 1,243 names listed today. The late Harry Dean Stanton, Ingmar Bergman, Sid Haig, Polly Bergen, who played Peggy Bowden in Cape Fear in 1962, and she was also in the movie Crybaby, 1990. She was in other stuff too. But George Tobias, who played Abner Kravitz on Bewitched from 1964 to 71. Abner. I was sitting there reading the paper. Paul Guilfoyle, no relation to the Paul Guilfoyle of CSI TV series. Different person entirely. He was in The Grapes of Wrath in 1940. And the Paul Guilfoyle, whose birthday is today, was born in 1902, passed away in 1961. Producer William Hanna of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. He did all the yelps and whatever for the cat in Tom and Jerry. Writer Barbara Turner. She was one of the writers for the movie Cujo in 1983. Spencer Williams. He was Amos and Andy way back. And Hugh Griffin, who played Mayor Hubert in Back to the Future Part 3 in 1990. He did other stuff. It's just when I saw the picture and I was like, he looks familiar. I've seen him in stuff. I mean, as an actor, you kind of see people and it's like, oh yeah, okay. Wasn't he in this? Yeah. But yeah, nobody's birthday today is whoever I covered in the CDs today, or the Burt Sugarman's Midnight Special. If they were not in the top 100, and I apologize for that. As I said, this is July 14th as I am recording this. I hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a good morning, a good evening, or a good afternoon, or good evening, however you want to go. Had I done it alphabetically, it would have been afternoon, evening, night. No, morning, night. Remember, stay hydrated. It's getting warm out. Even when it's cold out, you need to stay hydrated. And I didn't shave. I was going to shave. I didn't. Maybe today. Thank you for watching. I hope all is well with you. I do. As always, people are going through shit. You're going through shit. I hope, I hope the shit we all go through doesn't explode in our face. But I hope we make it through. As I said, you probably hear the dishwasher running. Sorry for that. Dishwasher needed to be run, so I started writing down birthdays. Haven't had anything to eat yet, so I might be a little loopy. Only been up for about an hour. Figure the half hour I've been doing this, so about a half hour before that, I started the dishwasher, made coffee. Actually, I just added water to the coffee pot that my brother made earlier. Then I cleaned out coffee grounds that were in the there's the cup for the coffee grounds for the filter. There's that little area that holds it. Somehow my brother always gets coffee grounds in around the edge and it ends up in the coffee. Sometimes I don't know how much coffee he puts in the filter for that little cup, and then that thing that holds the cup. Uh, but when I see it, all the coffee grounds are like up around the edge, like it's gone over. Reminds me of when I was with Safe Rides. Dennis, the guy who was more in charge, because they needed an adult, and some of the that was, I don't know, I can't explain it, but there were four of us there. Uh, what he did, he'd have packets. He didn't know that each packet was for a pot of coffee. He didn't understand why he had trouble breathing. I didn't understand why I had trouble breathing. But each packet was for a pot of coffee, and he would add 2 to the pot, which it was funny when he found out. It wasn't funny that we were having trouble breathing because we were the only 2 that had the coffee. The other people would, I've got water. I was like, okay. I'd have brought water, but I don't know. Coffee just seemed like the thing because we were up late. But Safe Rides, it was a thing. We were mainly for like school kids who didn't want to call their parents. If they were at a party, they were drinking, or the person they were with decided to leave and they were drinking and they didn't want to leave with them. Safe Rides, the person could call us. We would come get them. Be kind of like Uber now, I suppose, or a taxi. But we didn't charge any money. We were volunteers. We had a vehicle. I don't want to say loaned to us, but it was like that's what they did. It was loaned to us to use. So we would use that car to pick people up if, as I said, if they were at a party and people had too much to drink or whatever. I can't explain it, but I think I got it good enough. I was out of high school maybe 2 years, 3 years when we did that. But it was a good thing. We never seemed to pick anyone up though. No one ever seemed to call. I don't know why, but we were good. It was good. We were there for them if they needed it. We ran Friday and Saturday night when people would party. Problem is, we cut out at 2 a.m. Usually parties, I don't know how, I was never invited to parties, but we would start about 11. We'd get 2 movies in. We'd watch movies because it was like either that or we'd talk. One lady, I don't want to say knitted. She didn't crochet. Maybe she crocheted. I don't know. One of the ladies was doing that. That was one day. We didn't have the same 4 people every week. 2 of us were the same every Friday, Saturday. But a parent would be there and a student. Some reason we needed the student and a parent. It was the thing. But yeah, but we'd be there for like 3-4 hours. So if anyone called, we'd be able to, we didn't ask questions except where are you and where are we taking you? Because it wasn't we weren't condoning you drinking, but if you had been or if the person, as I said, you went to the party with was drinking and they wouldn't let you drive, but they wanted to drive because there's our car. I'm going to drive. Yeah, they were like, so they could call us, and that's what we were there for. But I say Uber like that's a thing everywhere, as far as I know it. Uh, and cabs, we weren't in a big town that needed a cab or taxi, whatever you want to call it. You figure it was like the next big town over had cabs, taxis. Then you go over to the other side, and they had cabs, taxis, whatever you want to call them. But Uber, that wasn't a thing then. And as I said, I don't think it's a thing everywhere now. People know it, they get it. It's they understand the idea. Well, I babbled. I apologize. Hope all is well with you. Please take care. Make sure you eat something, unless of course you're going to bed right away. Don't want to eat with something in your stomach. That's just you wake up with, why does my stomach hurt? Because you went to bed with you just ate. But yeah, I'm saying a lot. I apologize for that. I can't stand when celebrities do that on talk shows. Yeah, and then it's like it's like what? They don't have a script, so they're not going by. Yes, and that's when I went to the park. It's not. So they're just kind of rambling, and they're like, yeah. Sort of a hesitant something that happens. I don't always say when I'm doing this because I don't know what I'm saying next or whatever. I do need to shave. I will do it today. Today's the 14th. I'm going to shave today. Gonna have another another pot of coffee. No, I'm gonna get another cup of coffee. Cup. I don't know if you'd call that a cup. There's the mug, and then it's like not necessarily a stein of coffee, kind of like the beer stein that for like that big freaking whatever. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Again, hope you're having a good day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, eat well. Thank you.